it's hard to square up. Everybody got come, mama cries, dead sons, Lord please bless them. Back to the party, I'm just pouring my. Don't get faced that before, so I live it up. When a come, better get them up. That's a floss track, better get them up. I'ma keep eating, it's a dinner rush. I'll let you finish up. Flock of diamonds, I can promise I'm being honest. This being modest. I am your highness, I am the finest. You rappers, plus you a liar. Don't idolize and I don't admire. Been doing me for like ever. I'm a better me, more clever. It's a new way. We surfing, baby, new age. That's a certain, baby. Let's take a ride. Put your for the ones that die. It's vows tonight. Just you and I get lost tonight. Then lose your mind. Squad, I'm it. 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 Squad.
Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Dolphins going up against the Texans.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Houston. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Let's go!
On first down, Garoppolo. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
And he better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So 2nd and 10 here. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And hauled in by Pitta. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And a 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now here's Ross. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Texans take possession. First down throw for Kaiser. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Let's go. 1-9.
Throwing again is Kaiser on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Flush to his right. He's letting this one. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Texans. 49 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
11 more on that one and another first down. The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Oh, design run for their wideout. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. They run it here with Thompson. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Chris Thompson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Garoppolo on first down. And it's incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, you know, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. Play action. Now Garoppolo out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
Detroit!
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Buying time to his left. Looking downfield for Jones. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And room there to work it inside the 25. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Garoppolo. Sets up the screen to Gordon. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Come on, let's go. 38. Ohio.
They start the drive with Lynch. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. But they face a second and long to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. It's taken to the 26. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Well, when defensive coordinators game plan to put pressure on a quarterback, they often want to use blindside rushes, and that's exactly what they did there. The cornerback gets to him and drops him.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. And down he'll go at the 25. Call it a 3-yard gain. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Ross on the return. from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And this offense, they've got it set up on the silver platter. 1st and goal inside the 10. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Here we go. 38. 38.
First down, the run with Lynch. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Marshawn Lynch, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And out come the Dolphins now. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him. And it'll be a loss of about 8. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
A very solid gain of 27.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Caught left side Hopkins. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A very solid gain of 27. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Throwing now is Garoppolo, eluding the pressure right, and nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Luke Kuechly coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Now Garoppolo. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Flushed out right. Looking downfield for... That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. A big play there for the Dolphins. 31 yards. Now Gordon on first down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And, oh, a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense, to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Forced out to his left. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. To throw is Garoppolo. Throw left side complete. It's Hopkins. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. Garoppolo escaping the pressure. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Returning it, John Ross. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to float this over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Robbie Anderson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans will extend their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Detroit! Detroit! No. Check. Patriot! Here we go now. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard! Back all right, now, Lucky 56.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this one is incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Watching that, Barney. Watching that, Barney.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Garoppolo now. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Granted, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Again, a run with Thompson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Let's go! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio!
To throw, Kaiser. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Derek Barnett. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. An update, meanwhile, from over in Jacksonville. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game. And there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Luke Kuechly in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? So the D-line's going to spread out. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. From Soldier Field, meanwhile, in Chicago, a 3rd quarter score. And the Rams have scored again. Able to stretch their lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick six. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Garoppolo on first down. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And Jones has it over the middle. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. Now
Cohen. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Come on, let's go. What? Nothing. Ohio.
They go play action. Kaiser. Rush coming, and he's taken down. J.J. Watt coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. first down. Garoppolo. They've got his man complete. A gain of 32 that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Daniil Hunter in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Garoppolo to throw on second down. And hauled in by Pitta. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Eluding the pressure right. And some room to roam now. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Garoppolo now, first down throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Bud Dupree in there with pressure yet again. And that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Kaiser here looking to throw it. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now some love it, some hate it. Here it is. It's the Wildcat look. This is Thomas. And now running right through it. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Kaiser from the gun on 3rd. Looking deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Lynch. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. they're throwing here. Kaiser steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Texans, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Miami, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.
Fish. I say, Lord, be my savior when it comes to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't favor. Say amen. Amen, amen, amen. Yeah. Amen. That boys and they can't win. Can't win, can't win, can't win, can't win. Jet. Going up. We in it, we gonna. Going up. Did it like my persona. Going up. Living no was honest. We used to drive them Hondas. Now we pull up in the Fondas. Go up. Walking, show up, baby, hold up, go up, boys, don't touch, we flow up, yeah, I'm laughing to the bank, all new blue Benny Franks, pulled up on him in the tank, yeah, that guy just a rap guy, I'm so mad, fly in, he ain't, let me back, tight gave me, until I was going on Miami, they all cornballs, they can't stand me. I finesse, I hear, get a plan.